Good day, students! I am Sir Gilbert Lahara, your teacher in Mapinang. In today's lesson, we're going to discuss about community and environmental health. Before we proceed to our lesson, let me first read our learning objectives. Identify the concept of community and environmental health. Explain how a healthy environment positively impacts the health of the people and the community, and make an awareness campaign about the community and environmental issues. What is community and environmental health? Let's find out. Community and environmental conditions greatly affects the health of the people. Health, according to the World Health Organization, is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being and nor merely the absence of diseases or infirmity. While community is a group of people living in a large place, sharing common environment. It involves individuals and the families sharing something in common, such as values, interests, culture, and living in the same geographical area. The next one is community health. It is the art and science of maintaining, protecting, and improving the health of all members of the community through organized and sustained community efforts. Environment refers to all things, conditions, and influences that affect the growth, health, and progress of living and non-living things. Environmental health consists of prevention and control of diseases, injury, and disability associated with interactions between people and their environment. What are the characteristics of a healthy community? The first characteristics of a healthy community, according to the World Health Organization, is a clean and safe physical environment. A community is said to be healthy if there is a clean and safe physical environment. Another characteristic of a healthy community is an environment that meets everyone's basic needs. A community is said to be healthy if the people living in that place meets their basic needs such as food, water, shelter, and even healthcare facilities. The next one is an environment that promotes social harmony and actively involves everyone. People living in that place are having a good communication, collaboration, and actively involves in different kinds of activities. The next characteristic of a healthy community is an understanding of local and environmental issues. A community is said to be healthy if people living in that place are having an understanding of the different issues happening in their community. The next one is a community that participates in identifying local solutions to local problems. Community is said to be healthy if the people living in that place are participating and communicating with each other, identifying local solutions to those problems happening in their community. The next one is a community whose members have access to varied experiences, means of interaction, and communication. Another characteristic of a health community is accessible and appropriate health services and facilities, which is one of the most important things that a community should have. The next characteristic is the promotion and celebration of historical and cultural heritage. Next, we have a diverse and innovative economy. Another characteristic is a sustainable use of available resources for all. Why is a healthy environment important? Do you have any idea? Environment is composed of all external conditions, circumstances, and influences surrounding a person. The air you breathe in, the water you drink, the land you live, and even the noise you hear are part of the environment. You interact with the environment constantly. A person's health is a product of his or her environment. The condition of the environment will somehow dictate your health status and the people living in that environment. A polluted environment, for instance, can make people's health at risk. On the other hand, a clean and safe environment can result to good human health. Healthy environment is essential for human health and well-being. Everyone must help in making the environment healthy because this increases quality of life and years of healthy life. What are some of community and environmental health problems and issues? Let's find out. The first environmental problems and issues is improper waste disposal. Waste improperly disposed of contaminates the soil, air, and water. This brings risk to humans, animals, and plants. What are the effects of improper waste disposal? People who live near or within dam sites are susceptible to various diseases. They are prone to different kinds of sickness and diseases brought about by different waste improperly disposed. Insects and pests in open dam sites are disease vectors. Methane gas can contribute to global warming. When methane is produced from non-fossil sources such as food and green waste, it can literally take carbon out of the air. However, methane is released into the atmosphere before it is burned is harmful to the environment because it is able to trap heat in the atmosphere. Methane contributes to climate change. What can we do to solve these problems? Observe proper segregation of garbages. We need to segregate our waste properly. If we throw our waste into the trash bin, we need to separate it according to its type, just like plastics, cans, or glass. The next one is observe the 3 R's. We need to reuse, reduce, and recycle in order for us to lessen the garbages or waste that we are using. Avoid or limit using non-biodegradable materials like plastic. They don't decay, and they pile up and clog waterways. The second environmental health problems and issues are pollution. Pollution is an adverse effect in the environment brought about by pollutants. Pollutant is a harmful substance, compound, or energy. There are different types of pollution. The first one is air pollution. What do you know about air pollution? Air pollution refers to the contamination of the air that occurs when harmful gases, dust, and smoke are mixed with the air in the atmosphere, making it dangerous to living things. What causes air pollution? Let's find out. One causes of having air pollution is the fossil fuel emissions such as the emission from the vehicles. The The next one is improper waste disposal, such as burning of garbages and dumping of waste in inappropriate places. Another thing that causes air pollution is the exhaust from factories and industries. The smoke coming from factories contaminates the air, which causes air pollution. Another thing that causes air pollution is the agricultural activities such as spraying of pesticides. What are the effects of air pollution on human health? Air pollution is known to cause respiratory and heart problems. People exposed to air pollutants are said to commonly suffer from pneumonia, asthma, and heart and lung diseases. World Health Organization confirms that air pollution is now the world's largest single environmental health risk, and reducing air pollution could save human lives. The second type of pollution is water pollution. Water pollution refers to the contamination of bodies of water, usually by human activities, which negatively affect living things. What are the causes of water pollution? Do you have any idea? Let's find out. The first thing that causes water pollution is inadequately treated domestic wastewater or sewage. The next one is agricultural wastewater, wherein people, usually farmers, are throwing their chemicals or waste in the drainage, causing the water to be polluted. The next thing that can cause water pollution is the industrial wastewater, wherein different factories and industrial buildings are throwing their waste and chemicals into the drainage connected to the bodies of water. Another thing is the leakage from solid waste can contaminate groundwater tables and surface water. What can we do to prevent water pollution? To avoid water pollution, do not throw chemicals, oils, paints, and medicines down the sink drains or the toilet. Another thing to avoid water pollution is to use environmentally safe cleaning liquids at home and other public places. Another thing is do not overuse chemicals and pesticides for your gardens and farms. Another type of pollution is land pollution. Land pollution is the contamination of the land or soil by the composition of solid or liquid waste material. What are the causes of land pollution? The first thing that can cause land pollution is the waste improperly disposed. The second one is the use of toxic fertilizers and pesticides on land. The third one is deforestation or cutting down of trees and soil erosion. The next one is the waste from industries dumped on soil. Another thing that can cause land pollution is the waste materials from mining operations. What do you think are the effects of land pollution on human health? Let's find out. Polluted land may cause the spread of diseases. The land, when contaminated with toxic chemicals and pesticides, may cause diseases. How can we prevent land pollution? The things that we need to do in order for us to avoid the land pollution is to observe the 3 R's, or the reuse, reuse, and recycle. Buy biodegradable products. Do not litter on the ground. Reduce the use of pesticides and fertilizers on plants, and create dump sites away from residential areas. The third community and environmental health issues and problems are disease control. The spread of diseases is alarming not only in the Philippines but all over the world. Aside from the existing communicable diseases, there are new diseases which are still beyond human control, just like the pandemic that we're experiencing right now, brought about by the COVID-19. The fourth community and environmental health issues and problems are drug abuse, prevention, and control. Drug abuse refers to the habitual taking of addictive and illegal drugs and substances. It greatly affects your physical, mental, social, and emotional health. The fifth community and environmental health issues and problems are peace and order. Another determinant of a healthy community is the presence of peace and order. A peaceful and safe community encourages businessmen to invest, resulting in the economic growth. There are other environmental issues that affects community health. These are the illegal mining, pesticide drift, deforestation, oil spill, coral reef degradation, and climate change. And that's the end of our lesson for today. I hope you learned from it. Thank you, and God bless you all.